Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday and it is my day off work, supposedly, but I am having to actually work this evening because one of my colleagues is sick. She's conjunctivitis, chest infection and a sinus infection, so God love her, she is going through the absolute mill at the moment, which is grand, don't mind. But today I'm actually having a very late start to my day. It's now 6:30. Kerry went home yesterday, so we just decided to have a late day. But it was mainly because I went to bed last night and I wrote out my to-do list and everything was going great and I did this lovely to-do list. Then I went to bed, slept about 10 hours. I think it was 10 hours and 5 minutes I slept, and woke up this morning feeling so low, so defeated, so... what am I fighting? Do you know, it was just a whole mindset shift. So I spent most of the morning fighting with myself and trying to get my mind back into a positive space. Do you know when you... this is going to sound like I'm actually insane. But you know when you wake up and you have that in your mind, or your inner voice, whatever it is sort of giving you all the negatives and you're saying, no, stop this, we need to, these are the positive things, or these, we're talking about what ifs haven't happened, so you don't need to go there, and you're having this conversation with yourself. Now I know I'm beginning to sound a bit loolally, and then you get annoyed with yourself. Like, I got annoyed with myself because I was falling out with myself and getting annoyed at myself. So then I ended up just being really, really, excuse my French, pissed off, because I was having to have this conversation with myself, and it was like a battle I wasn't winning. And then I was sort of like, okay, and normally when I have days like that I will go to bed and sort of go, right, I'm having a nap, sleep it off, wake up, we'll try again. But I didn't have that option today because I was covering for my colleague, and I just thought to myself, okay, figure this out. And I've stayed awake, stayed up all day, and but now I've sort of got my head straight again. And now I'm still having, if I in silence too long, I start getting the negative thoughts about, the divorce and about different things that are happening. And and I know it's all come from meetings I've had during the week with people, and they're giving you all your options and all this. And because I was working, I wasn't processing it. So then when I did have time to process it, my brain just went, holy, I was so overwhelmed. So I know that. Sorry, this is a bit of a rant to a start. But anyway, here we are. It is now 25 to 7. We have to go up to the evening client tonight. Normally I don't do her on a Monday or Tuesday, but I'm having to go up today. She's actually rang me already to make sure I was coming up, that somebody was coming up to her. So I was like, yeah. So we're going to go do that. But before I go, I want to tidy up my kitchen. I had a full list done, but I think we're probably going to do it between today and tomorrow now. I was going to do it all today, my list. But, we'll do it tomorrow. But wait, I'll show you the weather. The weather's a bit weird. It's lovely and sunny. The dog was asleep in front of the window because it was sunny. And then these clouds roll in. And then it is hailstoning. But it is fairly cold today. Now, I haven't been out because, I just wasn't in the frame of mind to be going out. So I sort of read some of my, like a self-help book I have. It's a positive affirmation booky type thing. I don't know what it's called. But sometimes I read that and I think about it. And then I wrote in my journal, which helps so much. Gets everything out of my head down on paper. And then I can totally discredit myself and replace myself with positive stuff. Sorry, it's the sun is going in now. Swap you around. Hang on a second now. So... give that a minute to adjust. So you can see the dark clouds and then there's sun. But there's a lot of dark clouds actually, in fairness. Blue sky down that way. And then more dark clouds. But it is, as I said, it's hailstoning when they're nearly like cloud bursts. If they're the middle of summer, you'd say they were cloud bursts. Right, so in saying that, that's enough procrastinating, looking out the window. So today, so to tidy around my kitchen, I have to leave here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm going to just tidy up what I can. It isn't bad. We did tidy up an awful lot last night. But then once I come back this evening, I am going to tackle some of my office. I'm also going to get a wash on. I need my office because I want to be able to do lives up there. I want to be able to record up there. So I'm not having to sit at my kitchen table all the time to record for you. So I'll show you the state of the kitchen at the moment. And then we can take from there. This is the kitchen table. So leftover from dinner. So we actually had leftover Indian for dinner. So that just all needs tidying up there. The island is a bit all over the place. The toaster needs putting away, rubbish bags, loads of bits and bobs. There's some drinks this way, they all need putting away. Cereal, loads of bits. But you know what, it isn't that bad. It actually just needs a tidy as opposed to a massive clean. So we'll do that. Then once it goes after 8 o'clock, it hits evening. After 7, I suppose, we're going to get the washing on. They're mainly towels and blankets. Towels and sheets, not blankets. So we're going to get them on. We're not even going to look at the front room because the front room is just pure chaos at the moment because I had to wash the dog's bed. He was okay actually, but he was just feeling very lethargic and he was lying on the couch, and when he lies on the couch he throws all the cushions off the couch. So we will pick them up before bed, but we're just not going to look at it now. Right, let me do 10 minutes on this kitchen and then we get going. Alright guys, so this is the weather today. Hailstones, beautiful blue sky over there. Hailstones here. Well, you know what they say, April showers bring May flowers. So we must be going to get some cracking flowers, a great abundance of flowers this year with the amount of rain that's after falling in April so far. Mr. T, do you want to go out? I'll let you out. You won't go out the door. Let's try. Let's open the door. Stick your head out there, sunshine. Yeah, they're hailstones hitting you, darling. No, you're giving up, are you? But as I said, lovely blue skies coming in. Couldn't get out. I heard the noise. I thought it was just a rain shower. And I looked out and there was hailstones bouncing off the ground. But it has gone very cold. Yesterday was 16 degrees, and around that. And today is like 7, 8. But it says in the shade, it's a real feel of 1. So, woohoo! Roll on spring! Alright guys, 10 to 8 and I am back from doing the evening meds. So I didn't get a full chance to finish my kitchen, so I'm going to do that now and then we're going to go upstairs, edit a video. What else are we going to do? I'm not going to do too much more than that, I don't think. Mr. T has just got his dinner when I came in. So Mr. T is over here, so I'm waiting for him to finish his dinner so I can put his bowl into the dishwasher. Kitchen table's looking a bit better and the island is looking a bit better. So just have to finish this off before we go up and start editing the video. And then we'll see where we are. And we'll see if the mind is ready to go to sleep. Because if it starts playing up again like it did today, I'm just going to stay up longer and clean some more. We'll tire out the brain. Right, let me get the end of this kitchen done. Alright guys, so we've just come up to edit a video. There's my laptop. There's my screens there, but my desk is a holy mess. All under there is a holy mess. To sort through all those filing cabinets. This was like here. Now this is was the dumping ground. Probably still is, but we haven't got much more left to dump. So they're the Christmas lights my mum gave me. But yeah, have to edit a video first and then we are going to get into this room between today and tomorrow and get sorted. If I can just, I've ordered a new keyboard. This poor old keyboard stopped working. It was Carl's old one, and that's the mouse off one computer and that's the mouse off another one. That keyboard, so I've got one where I can flick between both. I do believe I have to go downstairs and get the power for my laptop. Right, edit the video and I will be back with you in a few minutes. Alright guys, just edited a few minutes of the video. This is what I'm getting up for you tonight. I can't even remember the name of it, but I'm in the middle of editing it. There's some bags there that need to just go back out to the car. Table is cleared. The island is fairly cleared, bar these things that I need to put back into my travel bag. And Carl is going to polish up the island. He loves doing that job. Along here is all cleared. And then we've got dinner going. So Annie will take a wild guess. Spaghetti bolognese and pasta. So that is what we're having for tonight's dinner. Mr. T is in good form. You in good form, sir? Yeah? Well, that's good. So it's nearly dark. So I'm going to eat my dinner, finish editing, and I think that's all I'm going to get done for tonight, because yeah, that is just all I'm going to get done for tonight. So I will talk to you in the morning. Good morning guys, it is Wednesday morning. I'm just on my way into the office. I recorded absolutely nothing yesterday. Yesterday ended up being the biggest poo-poo day ever. My day started at 7:15. That's when the calls started. Well, one call came in, and then it just went downhill from there. And I got off my final call last night at 11:10 at night. 12:12. So yeah, so we had relapses, we had family coming out of the blue, the whole day was just a shit show. So yeah, I didn't record anything. I came home after the morning and I ended up going for a nap. I think, and I slept solid. You know when you wake up and you know you've slept, because there's drool, everything, and you're just dead to the world. And then I got up and then it all kicked off again in the evening. So I was so happy I had a nap, because yeah. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed, today goes much smoother. I'm only in the office. I've got art therapy this morning. Art therapy this morning, and then we have, I don't know what I have in the afternoon, because normally I go to another client on a Wednesday, and her case, senior caseworker, is actually going out to her instead. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that all goes to plan, and I can just maybe have a half day. I don't know. I know this morning when I go in, I have a big meeting with my boss. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you know what? I hate drivers. First thing well, it's the first day back for me. Anyway, so I have a meeting with my boss, so I'm going to see what's happening. I said one of my co-workers out sick, which she is absolutely dying. She's got conjunctivitis. She's just in a horrible place at the moment. But hopefully now she'll be back next week and we'll be all back to normal. But as I said, there's a lot kicking off in the background, and it's just, when you're just sitting there going, the fuck, how did we end up here? And then there's a lot happening with my house in Dublin. Yeah, that's really put me on a bit of a bleh. So that's not good. But you know what? We will deal with things one on one as they come up, and that's what we did yesterday. Just never seemed to catch a break yesterday. So, but yeah, how are you all doing? How's your week going? I hope your week is going well for you. The weather's been a bit up and down all over the place. We've had sun, we've had hailstones. I was talking to someone who was hiking up mountains the other day. That's just their thing. When they get stressed, they go for a walk up a mountain. Well, a walk up a mountain, casual stroll. They go hiking, and it is a hike. And she was saying that they had snow, flutters of snow, in the middle of it all. I was like, wow. So, yeah, that's the type of April we're having at the moment. But I think This sounds so funny. Do you ever feel the weather is actually mimicking your emotions at the moment? Oh, there's the police. I knew I could hear them, I just couldn't see them. So yeah, but no, hopefully now, today is a good day. I think I'm going to go in. I've obviously this big meeting, debrief this morning. And of course, obviously when I got off the call last night, after 12, just after 12, I had to do up my notes, because if I don't do my notes and I go to bed, I lose detail, if that makes sense. So I was doing my notes, but that probably took me up to 1 o'clock. And then by the time I'd finally quietened my mind down through everything, it was probably 1:30, 1:45 when I was going to sleep. Sorry, I'm just coming out in a junction because the hair's passing me now. Let's hope that's not a reflection. Anyway, so yeah, so there's do this debrief. Then I've got art, which I will colour in. I'm actually doing, you know, the I don't know what they call it, you know, like the henna designs. So my client in art therapy, what we've discovered is he speaks to more if he thinks you're not actually listening to him, if that makes sense. So I'm on a henna lion's mane, I think I'm colouring in, and it's all very intricate and so I'm concentrating on that. And yeah, so that's what we're doing, so which is quite nice, because in fairness, I mean, every week isn't a heavy week. I don't think this week's going to be a heavy week for him in particular, so I can just concentrate on and not do general chit chat. And as you all know, I love chatting anyway. So yeah, right, I'm going to go because I'm waffling, because I'm tired. My brain is going 6 million to the dozen. I tried writing down this morning priorities and what I need to do to try and calm my brain down into going, okay, we've actually got this, but my brain's just gone blah, blah, and even now sitting here talking, it's just gone, what about, and I'm like, shut. Oh god, the hearse is getting petrol, must be a big funeral. So yeah, so right, I'm gonna go because I'm waffling to you, so I don't have to listen to myself. So I will talk to you in a bit on the way home, and hopefully we'll be in a bit of a lighter headspace. Alright guys, so on my way home from work, it has turned into an absolutely miserable day. It's 8 degrees and it's raining, but it's that stupid drizzly rain, you know, the one rain that soaks you, but is barely there. It's the weirdest rain. Anyway, so today is Wednesday, and normally I go down to my girl in Lucan, but not this week. This week I'm not. Her main carer is going down to her today. So yeah, so I have a half day as such. I'm finished now until 7 o'clock this evening, and then we're back out again to our evening client. Then I have tomorrow morning in the office, and then I'm off. And then Friday, I'm not sure what's happening yet, because the girl I normally go down to in Newbridge, I think her main key worker is going down to her. They do this every sort of quarter. The main key workers go back down just to get, you know, their own feedback on it and stuff. So she's going down to her, which means I might have a half day on Friday. This week is just, it's great for the sort of half days and the bits. They don't happen very often where you get a full week's run of it, but it's crap for the mileage. So, but anyway, not to worry. Some days I'll be giving out, or some weeks I'll probably be giving out about the mileage I'm doing, but sure, for today we're happy out. So we're going to go home, see what's happening at home, and yeah, I will check in with you later. Alright guys, so it's a couple of hours later. I've actually gone and done my evening client, and I've just come home, and I got a phone call off Kerry to say that her classes for tomorrow were cancelled, and she's coming home tonight instead of tomorrow, because she's work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so she's coming home. So I am happy. So I ran upstairs, had a quick shower. You can really see the colours in my hair there. I'm actually looking at the length. I'm actually think I'm going to call my cousin and get it a little bit shorter, I think. But yeah, I think so. Do you know, sometimes the universe just says you need a proper hug, and they've sent me Kerry, because Kerry is my hugger, and just so she's home a day early. I am so happy. So, oh, I also got a phone call. Loads to tell you. Got a phone call from work to say that the client I didn't think I was going to on Friday, I now have to go to on Friday. So that'll bring my mileage back up. So happy out. And the other thing is, my boss said to me, Orla, you've worked every weekend for the last 12 weeks. She says, so I'm going to do your Sunday, you know, your Saturday evening and your Sunday. So I was like, oh. So I said to Carl, I said, I think I'm going to head down to my mummy. So I think that's where I'm going. It also coincides with it being my father's birthday. So I thought, you know, that'd be just nice. I'll go down, just me and her, like old times. And yeah. Do you know, the universe aligns. You may put you through hell getting there and you don't understand why, but it does align eventually. So I'm happy out. The thought to go down and spend the weekend with my mum on our own, just the two of us. It'll be nice. It'll be really, really nice. And then Kerry's up. So, yeah. And Hayley's in great form. I was talking to Hayley as well on the phone. And she was like, her exams have come in, like the date she gets her exams. Lovely spaced out, everything. She's like, couldn't have asked for better, Mum. So I was like, thanks be to God. So, and Kerry got her exams and she's happy. So, everybody's happy. But Kerry has taken a week off before, after her exams, I think, and she's going to go out and stay with my mum then. But that'll be well into May. So, sir, are you going out the door? This fella doesn't know if he's coming or going. Myself and Carl are going to go for a walk because that's how we're feeling. So he said to me, do you fancy going for a walk? I said, I do. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Not every day your son wants to go for a walk. So I said, yep. So that is what we're going to do. But I'm going to have noodles. Let me show you the noodles I'm cooking. Right, so these are the noodles I got. Sorry, that was Carl's leftover spaghetti. The magic masala flavoured noodles. Go noodles. So, I don't know what they're going to, I presume like a masala, but that's them there. So I am going to have that for my dinner. Actually lower it down, a bit violent, that bubbling. I'm going to have that for my dinner. And I am going to just then go for a walk, come back, and then we're going to go and collect Kerry from the train station. It is turning into a really good day now. So this is tonight's dinner. This is Go Noodles, magic masala flavoured with a bit of cheese on top. And Carl had the leftover spaghetti bolognese from yesterday on some lightly salted tortilla chips. And he's happy out and I am happy out with this. Just something quick and easy and just ready in seconds. Hello guys, and as you can see, got Kerry.
Yeah.
Collected her from the train. How's your trip up?
It was all right. It was pretty normal.
Boring?
Yeah, incredibly.
Fair enough. So, last weekend we said you were coming up to get your
Blood's done.
bloods results.
Yes.
The results.
Yes.
So, how did that go?
Well, they did the tests. So I had to reschedule the blood test, and when I went in to get it rescheduled, they added celiac disease on to it as well.
That's right, celiac.
So it wasn't.
They were also testing, weren't they?
Intrinsic factor.
Yeah, intrinsic factor.
The intrinsic factor test technically came back inconclusive because my B12 was on the lower end of normal, so it would suggest that it only came up.
Right. Okay.
So they don't know if it was low beforehand.
Right.
Now my whole thing is that they should have tested that before.
Yeah, but hindsight's 20/20 vision.
Yeah. So they did the tests. They all came back fine.
Okay, so you're not celiac.
So I'm not celiac, and they don't know if it's intrinsic factor. I currently don't have it just because my levels aren't normal. It's just on the the lower end of normal.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on a sec. Can I get the dog out of the room? So when you went up and got the results,
Yeah.
what was the outcome? What were they doing? What are they doing with you?
Basically, she said that the iron supplements they had given me were probably the reason. My levels.
Oh, she said the formula was incompatible with you, didn't she?
So my levels still aren't in the normal range. They're better. They're just not normal yet.
Okay.
So I'm on another 3 months of supplements. But this time we've changed to ferriphus glucolate, I believe it's called, which is sugar and iron.
Sugar and iron, yeah.
And it has to be taken on an empty stomach 3 times a day.
Quite hard to take at the moment, isn't it?
Worse than what I was on before.
Yeah.
Now she has also given me another supplement as well, which is B12 and iron, and that one is fine on my stomach.
All right. Okay.
Excuse me. The glucolate one, because it's sugar, and I take it at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
It can be a bit hard.
Hard is not the. It is vicious.
And she also sent you for a chest X-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I told her about the chest pain that I had, and that's why I went to the doctor originally, was because it was that twisting kind of squeezing sensation. She was like, "And did we not do a chest X-ray?" And I went, "No." So we did that, and then I said to my mother in the car, "What are they going to see 5 months later?"
Yeah. Anyway, so that came back clear, thank God.
Yeah. It's all fine and dandy. The only thing now is if my iron level doesn't come up or stay up, it's
going
more
to investigate it more.
Yeah. So I think I know what could be wrong, because I don't think they've read my hospital file. You remember the notes I got from the hospital? Because I'm that. He is loud.
He is very loud
he
tonight.
Is loud. Do you wanna? Because in my hospital notes there was 2 blood tests that had to be repeated that weren't repeated because the GP said that could be from the sepsis.
Yeah.
And that it was fine and that it should regulate itself. But I noticed on the last test it wasn't. And it's not any better. So, and then on the supplements, so this is the other thing. My original symptoms the first time when it was 2020, because I remember you came in with the results with me, and we both went, what? My main symptom was this really unexplained bruising that would come up purple, go red, and disappear. That's back. The bruising on my knees is all back, so I don't know. Ow! If I've done something wrong. So we'll just have to try and
Anyway, so Tony went up and got his nails cut today. So so that's really where they left it, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they said you're going to be okay.
So now in July I have to repeat the blood testing again.
Yeah, well that's just standard.
And my theory is that it was B12 more than iron.
Maybe.
Because of the iron, because I was drinking fortified milk in between.
Yeah.
That it was probably that, and then it just kind of regulated out itself. Now, when I saw a different doctor in between, he was very concerned, all around, and was like, this should have been nipped then. But my doctor is very concerned because she said even with a gap, it shouldn't take that long to come up.
Yeah.
It's not to do with not taking them. It's not going up quickly.
Yeah.
So we don't know if it's my body just doesn't like it or if there's something else. So they've tried me on these sugar-based ones now.
Okay, so you're going to keep going them, and after 3 months then we're going to retest again.
Yeah, so July I have to go back.
Perfect.
End of June, beginning of July. Yeah.
So what's your plans for the weekend?
Work.
Work?
Work.
Yeah.
That's all I do is work.
I'm going away.
You're going away.
I'm going down to my mummy.
I would go with you, but the girl needs money.
A girl doesn't need money, especially when she wants the lifestyle you want.
That is true. There's only one fun to me, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, so that's the crack. Tony went up to get his nails done. You came up with me, didn't you?
Yeah.
They suspended him from the air to do his nails. Freaked the dog out, but if they just hang him, basically hang him. They don't hang. They put a strap under his rear end and his front end, and they cut his nails while he's suspended mid-air.
And he was actually quite tolerant of it.
He was. And then we went to Starbucks.
And we got him a puppuccino.
And we got ourselves a latte.
And we got ourselves a latte.
More importantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, we actually had a really chill out day today, haven't we?
Well, the afternoon was nice because it was warm and we were sitting outside.
Yeah.
It was like being in Spain again.
It was actually, and it was sunny.
Yeah.
There was no rain, which was nice. And then I had to go back to work this evening. But I've only got tomorrow morning and then I'm finished until Wednesday morning. So I'm absolutely chuffed with myself. So I'm going to go down to my mummy. And we're going to have myself and my mummy are going to have a bit of a chill out.
Yeah.
I just feel like I need to not be the mummy.
Yeah.
And let my mummy be my mummy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I need to do a food shop tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow morning. I'm actually dropping Kerry off to work at 10 to 7.
Yeah.
10 to 8. 10 to 8. And I'm then going up to my morning client because I have to... Flaff. She has to work in the kitchen tomorrow.
Okay.
So I have to have her hair up and out of her face.
Okay.
But it's all curly. And it all falls into her face. Like she's really tight curls. So I'm putting it on a high ponytail and we're going to plait it then.
Yeah.
But I have to do that at 8 o'clock in the morning. And then she's making wraps for her lunch. But a fair play to her. She gets up in the morning and she actually cooks whatever she's putting into her wrap. So she's chicken tomorrow. So she's going to cook that.
Yeah.
And then she loves the wraps, but she can't roll a wrap. I've showed her so many times. So what she does is now she has it all made and ready to go and she just has them left out on the counter for me. So I just have to go in and roll them. So I'll go in, roll her wraps and put her hair up.
Yeah.
And then we're good to go.
Yeah.
She's so excited.
I have some study work to do.
Yeah.
A couple of final projects coming up. It's actually kind of a weird time. Me and Hayley were only talking about this. It's like a really weird, odd year.
Yeah.
Like I've loads of final projects due in May, end of April through to the end of May, and it's just kind of gone a bit wild.
I think it's because St. Patrick's weekend, the bank holiday for that was straight into...
Yeah, but we got 4 weeks off in the middle of the academic year for realistically no reason.
And then Easter.
And then the holiday.
It was early. Yeah.
It was...
Everything was just all over the place.
Yeah, it was very odd.
Right, lads, I am actually going to go. Well, we're going to go because I have to do a food shop tomorrow before I leave. I have to pack. What else do I have to do? I have to get food. So I have to get loads of bits and pieces all ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go on the road. But I'll take you with me. I'm going to record as much of it as I can.
Yeah.
Which, knowing me, is probably not going to be a whole lot.
I'm only working 8 to 2 though, so that's nice.
8 to 2, so you're off every afternoon, which is nice because this weekend is meant to be lovely.
Yeah. The other thing is as well, like, because I'm off in the afternoon, it means I can come home, have a shower, whatever,
and still have
my evening. That if I want to do work, I can.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, well, we will go and we will start the new vlog tomorrow. And yeah, take care of yourselves.